What's going on, all you sexy subscribers? It's a Froz, Four Corners Fitness. This is the Fifth Corner Podcast. Out here with Dan the Man, aka Daniel, and we're about to jump into some steaks real quick. How you doing today, Daniel?
What's up, bro?
Dude.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Of course. I know it's been a minute since we've seen each other.
Yep.
And this kind of just came out of thin air.
Yep.
But I'm glad we're here and we're doing this.
I'm glad too, bro. I'm glad. I was just telling you that we spoke about manifesting this,
right?
The fact that it came to life. I'm just happy, about it.
Same here, bro. I like that word you use, manifest. I use that word all the time.
Yes, sir.
It's literally like whatever you say out loud, you bring into the universe. Exactly. And then first of all, your mind thinks it's true.
Exactly.
And then law of attraction, all that good stuff.
Exactly.
But yeah, you ready to jump into these steaks though?
Yeah, dude.
All right,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. I'm glad that these steaks manifested themselves.
Right?
In front of us.
Is that cooked enough?
Yeah.
For your taste?
I mean, I was gonna eat it regardless.
Oh, you're gonna eat it anyway? Okay, bet. Perfect.
I was just dig deep in there.
Yep. Cool. So today we got two grass-fed ribeyes from Market Street.
Market Street.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you where you got it.
Dude, yeah. It's my go-to place.
Mm. Oh
yeah, man. All it was just that the ghee, clarified butter, pink Himalayan salt. That's it, and then the butter base at the end.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And so this is the same sort of steak that you serve every time you do a podcast.
Yeah. I pretty much only eat grass-fed beef. There's very rare circumstances I'll eat like grain-fed or something. Like if it's a big steak that's on sale.
Yeah.
So my favorite steak is porterhouse.
Porterhouse.
Yeah. So it's like New York strip and the fillet attached on the bone. So it's like that big T-bone looking steak, bro. Those are so good. I can never find a grass-fed one of that though. So I'll take the grain-fed.
Wow, dude, you put just enough salt on this.
Yeah.
Really? It's you guys gotta try this. You guys gotta hit your boy up.
Yeah.
And come through and get a little bit of steak.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, like it.
You can still taste the beef, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can. And I was like, well, I saw you putting salt on it. And I was like, salt, man.
Yeah. So doing some of my inspirations.
Yeah. I saw you doing the salt, but that whole time I was like, is that too much salt? But then I'm like, no, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. I'm not even gonna question it. I'm sure. I mean, you're an expert in this, so
yeah.
It's you'd be offended. You can't be offended.
No, I don't really. There's not really much stuff in the world that can offend me. I don't really think there's anything because it's someone's choice to get offended. But I totally hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I was getting too deep, but yeah, man. Once you cook the same thing every day for 2 years, you kind of
You've been doing this for 2 years.
Almost 2 years, man. 2 years carnivore coming up. What in January, February?
No.
So been a year and 8 months.
It's nuts. And you don't even drink anything to bring it down?
So I don't drink water 30 minutes to 60 minutes before a meal, during a meal, or 30 to 60 minutes after.
What are the negative repercussions?
For most people, not many. But water dilutes your stomach acid.
Mm-hmm.
And so I already have digestion issues to begin with. So, I want nothing to interfere with the process. Because every time you drink water, you're diluting stomach acid.
Yeah.
And you need the stomach acid to digest food efficiently and properly. And so, just stay away from water. Hour before, hour after, no water during.
But why exclude it all completely when you could just use it to go just a little bit, not even? I just
haven't drank water. Same thing. I think it was around around the time this started.
Yeah.
It was just I just started doing that. My grandpa, dude, back in Pakistan, he's the one who actually told me that 10 years ago. He doesn't drink water. before, during, or after his meals.
So you got it from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then after I started the carnivore diet, like, you know, I read it online as well. But
Interesting. Yo,
but I mean, sometimes people need it, you know, to just lubricate their throat and stuff.
I'm not used to not drinking water with food. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, no, I hear that all the time too.
But like I have to. But yeah, that's so odd, bro. I mean, you would think that. I mean, so like if you were eating like a salad, I'd be like, yeah, you know, fair enough. But like you eating something that's heavy, I'm like, dude, how couldn't you? Like,
really?
Like I'm tripped out right now, really.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah, man. I don't consider steak heavy.
Really?
Does that make sense? Like after I eat steak, like after we're done here, bro, I'm gonna go work out and play basketball. You know, like so steak for me is like after I'm done eating steak or eggs or any type of like usually what I eat on a day to day, I feel very light and like ready to go after that. So
interesting.
Yeah. I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people because a lot of people think it's like, oh man, I always get like super heavy after I eat meat, and I'm like, oh man, I'm the exact opposite. Like,
who knows? I think it might be because we say that it's heavy, we make it heavy. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just like a mind thing. I don't know.
Like manifesting it.
Yeah, manifesting it.
Yeah.
You know, like a placebo effect,
right?
Some sort of placebo effect.
Yeah, that thing's pretty real. I like your mindset on a lot of things. Even like the stuff we were talking about before camera. The shit was on point.
About what exactly?
First of all, the music stuff. the Jay-Z stuff.
Yeah.
And then, you know, how we literally made this happen. Like we could have just, if you didn't reach out to me, bro, we would have just gone on our lives doing whatever, right?
Exactly.
But now we're here, we're catching up. Like it's been at least a year. It's been maybe like a year and a half. Who knows? I don't remember last time when you were working at LA Fitness. I don't know how long ago that was.
Yeah, that was long ago, bro.
Yeah. What are you up to now?
I was selling solar door to door.
Yeah.
For like about a year and a half, and then I was like, you know what? It's like I don't know, in a weird, no, not in a weird way. I need to be careful how I speak to myself, by the way.
Yeah.
In a way, I felt like every time I stepped into like an appointment, like a solar appointment, I was like, I'm losing potential. I could be doing so much more. I could be doing something different. I could be impacting someone. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like all these thoughts came to mind. I'm like, and then like, just like my inner being, like, I want to say like higher power.
Yeah. My
higher power was always like nudging me to do something else and something else. I just didn't know what it was, bro. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, guide me and help me. And like, I was just praying all that, you know? And so this idea came up of like helping, like being of service to guys like around our age, or like older guys, any sort of like man out there that really wants to get in tune with like, but like the way I see it, the reason why I have this in the first place, you know what it is?
I thought it was the yin and yang.
It is.
It is. Oh, okay, cool.
It is.
Oh, nice.
Like, it looks like the 6 and the 9, 69.
Yeah, 69. Nice. 69, 420.
Yeah. So the 69, right? But no, the yin and the yang, and I believe, bro, that there's an imbalance in the world. Like us guys, men. We want to put up this front of like, you know, macho man, like, like, you know, like I'm you know, I'm a tough guy.
Yeah.
I don't cry.
Manly.
Yeah. Pump out their chest and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just like walk around like this all day.
I'm like, and like this whole facade, it's so fake to me, bro. It's always been fake. And people see it every day, but they don't call it out. You know what I mean? And it's not for me to call anybody out. It's just to educate people that, hey, look, this is insecurity. Okay, this is insecurity, and it's coming from like a either trauma or whatever it may be, you know. And I just feel obligated, bro. I feel obligated to help heal trauma. I'm a healer, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah,
makes sense.
I think that.
So yeah, I got into coaching, bro.
Nice.
I'm a coach, and I help guys from, you know, being too like in their ego. If you dominate the yin, I'll help you with the yang. If you dominate the yang, I'll help you with the yin.
Oh, that's cool.
Simply put.
Dude, that is one of the greatest titles I've ever heard. Would you'd call yourself like a yin yang coach?
Yeah, I call myself an acceleration coach.
Acceleration coach. Okay.
Yeah. So and I asked myself, I was like, well, if I had to like, I guess put a word on what I am, I'm an acceleration coach. So I help people learn lessons that would have otherwise taken them 5, 10, 15, 20 years to learn.
Wow.
And I get them, you know, really, you know what I mean?
Like right there in that type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I help them instantly, you know what I mean? It may take like an hour.
Yeah.
You know, as short as an hour up to like days. But why wouldn't you want to take days to learn something that valuable, right?
Right.
I'm selling time.
You're giving people back their time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like self-improvement at the same time. So it's like you teach them the lesson that would have taken them 10 years to learn. So you're giving them 10 years of having the lesson under their belt or in their mind. So they can live their life, like they can go down that path instead of going down the path they were going on before they met you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, that's cool. I've heard some stuff like that, you know, like, but I've never heard it said like, you know, eloquently. It's like, oh, when someone's yang, I help with the yin, and someone's yin, I help. That was cool as fuck, man.
This guy.
How did you get into that? Like you said you were selling solar one day, and you're like, oh, I want to impact somebody, and then
it's like, I had to ask myself. I had to do like a lot of self-reflection. I'm like, what am I good at, bro? Like, what am I good at?
Right.
Like, if there's anything that I just don't go a day without thinking about, what is it? And like just asking myself those questions. And at some point I'm like, well, I've always been very empathetic. You know, and as I got older, like right now I'm 26 years young. Does that make sense? Like I need to
wording, pay attention.
Wording, it's words you tell yourself. So now I'm 26 years young, and like I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm about the boldest that I've ever been. You know what I mean? And I only keep getting bolder and like more courageous, and you know, just doing things that other people would think like this guy's mad. This guy's gone crazy. You know? And I do things in public that just to test myself. You know what I mean? Or like I'll ask, you know, certain things. You know, and this would be like some silly little things. I mean, you could say like, I'm gonna give you an example, like walking into like a smoothie shop and like trying to sweet talk, I guess I could say, like using my words, challenge myself. I don't know, probably see like a cute girl there and just say, she's like, well, what do you need today? I'm like, well, I want a large smoothie for the price of a small. Yeah. That's and can I get away with it? You know what I mean? Like, can I actually get what I want? Can I get what I want? Right. Can I get what I want? Yeah. Right. So like just having that, you know what I mean? And like I want to go out and get what I want, and just testing myself, putting myself under that pressure, and like even if I don't get it, right? But it's just the mere fact that I went, I spoke it, like I spoke it. You attempted, like you threw it out there, and you let whatever's going to happen, you know, like you did all you can do. Yeah. You took the action. Exactly. And it's not like I'm like, oh, like I want it to happen. Like it's what Tyler talks about, like outcome independence. Yeah, outcome independence. Yeah. That's huge. Absolutely, bro. And like just having like building up that muscle That's what really makes us men, right? Like it's like I asked my friend the other day. He was like kind of lost. He was asking me for like coaching and stuff like that. I was like, dude, you have no direction. What do you want? He's like, you're right. I'm like, dude, what do you want? What do you want?
Right.
You know? And he's like
with that ferocity, like you have to ask yourself, like with that ferocity,
exactly.
what do I want? Yeah.
And so I'm like, dude, if you want coaching, I'm gonna talk to you like a coach.
Yeah.
Like as a coach would talk to you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, at the end of it, he's like, thanks so much. You know, like you actually appreciate that, you know, if you're paying for coaching, you actually appreciate that kind of
100%.
That kind of coaching. And so, yeah, that really is what makes us, you know, the better version of ourselves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To have that courage. So there's 4 pillars. The way I look at it is there's 4 pillars, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say pillars, but there's 4 characteristics. At the top, you'll see intellectual.
Okay. Intellect.
Then you'll see right down at the bottom, you'll see, I call it silliness. You call it humor, whatever it may be.
Candor, yeah.
Right? Intellectual, humor. So there's like 2 sides of the coin, right?
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang,
Okay.
right? And then you have 2 other sides here where there's empathy.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be compassionate, empathetic. But at the same time, you need to be courageous and bold. And like, can you balance the both?
Yeah.
Right?
Like here and then here, like in your face, but also like, hey, I'm here to listen to you.
Yeah, I mean, and what really helps you out with like balancing those out is like, what's your actual intention, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to sell something to someone, obviously I know that the value is there. I know that my services or products are going to help them out, right? And so if I'm persistent and if I keep asking for this help, it's not me saying, gimme, right? It's not give me money. It's saying, we've already talked about your challenge.
Right.
I know that I can help you. Help yourself out. Allow yourself to get helped out. And I'm asking you over and over and over again. That shows if I come from the frame that like I'm being compassionate, I'm being understanding.
Right.
Like, I want the best thing. Like I want the best for them. You know. That's they're gonna read that off of me.
Right. 100%. Yeah, because people can feel your aura, your vibe. You know, like whenever you speak words, people can feel the energy behind the words, and so 100% that makes sense. And what you just said, hey, like you know exactly what you need. I'm here to provide to you. I'll help you get to your solution. The coaching thing, I don't know if we talked about this last time, but I do personal training outside of my actual job, and it's the same. I'm having like very similar conversations to what you're having. It's like, hey, I have in my head everything you need to get from looking like this to looking like this to feeling like this to feeling like that. Now it's up to you to make the decision to go through with it. Like, are you going to pull the trigger, or am I just going to be talking to you all day? And most of the time, I'm sure you figured out, like in the sales world, it's definitely a numbers game. No,
it's not. It's not always a numbers game.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate enough to be around like very, very like, dude, I got personally mentored by Tyler at one point.
No way.
Yeah.
Like a boot camp or just like a one-on-one?
At a boot camp. I went to a boot camp.
Yeah.
And he was giving us like, and I guess he saw like a lot of potential in me. He was like really picking on me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And like he started, he knew I was serious about my growth. And so at some point he started really calling me out. He's like, no, don't do that. Hey, speak to the whole crowd. Hey, no, don't do that. Hey. And I was like, wow, that really sped up it's like what I'm doing is like a reflection of what he's already doing. Does that make sense? And so in that full hour that I had him with him, that I haven't had him with me and the whole crew, like within that hour, he probably saved me like 15 years worth of experience. You know what I mean? Just by saying, hey, do this, don't do that, stay away from it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful for that, bro.
Right. And you want to have the same impact on other people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's huge. That's such a great way that you got inspired to start helping out other people with someone that helped you solve those lessons, taught you those lessons right away.
Yeah.
Because have you ever like sit back and think, you're like, oh, what would have been different in my life if I didn't have that?
If I didn't have Tyler?
Yeah, like what path would I be on now? I think the same thing. I'm like, where the fuck would I be right now without Tyler? Like,
It's scary, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
It is, man. It is. And it's like we just discovered the right things at the right time, you know? And there has to be somebody doing that for our future generations as well. I mean, and that's awesome to hear that you're going to be one of those people, you know? How long ago did you start it?
I started my LLC.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say right around was it June of this year?
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah, and slowly but surely, just been like, dude, bro. Well, I don't do this too often, and I probably should do it a little bit more. But mainly, I've been getting clients out in the clubs.
Really? That's pretty dope.
Yeah, because what I've noticed is that, dude, and this is what I'm saying. Okay, take coach, take pickup for example, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that's really stopping that dude up at the corner looking like this, you know,
Looking like this.
like
Yeah.
you know, looking like that, and what's really stopping him? It's like that guy feels that if he were to open up and if he were to show, you know, maybe a little bit of wit, maybe a little bit of
Charisma.
yeah, but show his feminine side.
Mm-hmm.
It's yin and yang. It's like feminine energy,
Masculine energy.
right?
Yeah.
And so this guy feels that if he were to show that, he would either be called gay or he that's not him. He'd say, no, dude, that I'm not gonna do that. That's not me.
You mean if he were to go up and talk to this girl?
If he were to.
If he were to initiate.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not to say that he has to do anything outside of his way of being.
Right.
It's just okay, whenever I'll give you an example. I went out what was it, two nights ago, and I walked in there. I was you know, I was already in a good vibe, you know.
Yeah.
It's and smiling, even just a smile, bro.
100%.
A smile is feminine energy because a smile not represents, but a smile is like a tease, maybe a wink or something like that. It's like playful energy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially the club. It's like playful energy. And so feminine energy always wants to dance.
Yeah.
Masculine wants, you know, masculine just wants to get down
Just
to it.
ready to fucking do the job.
Can I put it in? Can I put it in? You know what I mean?
Where is it? Where is it? Yeah.
You know, very in their macho masculine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
feminine is very free, open.
Yeah, lighthearted. It doesn't take anything personal.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And so that's what the macho man needs right now. That's what this dude needs. That's what that dude needs. And on the other side, there's a dude that really is a dancing monkey that needs to tap into his masculinity.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang, bro. If you're already in an area of your life where you're man, I'm too tipped off on one side. I need to neutralize. Because there's always neutral. At some point, it's what Tyler talked about. There's a sweet spot. At some point. There's a sweet spot.
He talks about it in a different context, but the narrow path.
The narrow path,
between stimulation and unconsciousness. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Different two things, but same thing. You gotta having the balance of both of those things.
Yeah.
So aggressiveness and being aggressive and being calm. You can't be too calm to where you're shy. You can't be too aggressive where you're in the girl's face nice shoes, wanna fuck? You can't do that. There's definitely a middle ground where you're it's like you when we go and we're hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
And it's like to normal people, it's like to most people, it's like dude, you just said, hey, how's it going? And I was like, no, I said, hey, how's it going?
It's very nuanced,
dude. That's what I feel like. That's what everything like talking to girls, relationships, sales. I feel like everything is
very
nuanced. The way you talk, the way your words flow, the way you merge into your words, everything. It's all nuanced. Like you can't teach it, but other people can learn it.
Yeah,
so you can teach. It's weird, right?
It's like at some point you really just need experience, bro.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, it's like
I take action.
Yeah, there's some things that you really can't like. I mean, you could teach. I know I'm learning from. I don't know if you know about Tyler the hypnotist. He's the one that taught me sales. You should probably look into him. You guys should probably look into him. But
I'm looking up right now. What's it called? Tyler the hypnotist.
Yeah, Tyler the hypnotist. So he's helped me out so much with sales, and I remember very vividly in one of his programs, in one of his courses. It's very nuanced, right? But like even me asking my friend, it's like, hey, what do you want? He's like, dude, I don't know. What do you want? Like even just that.
Yeah.
That's very nuanced.
Yes.
And other people are like, wait, you just have to ask twice.
Like, no.
It's the intention. It's like the way you say it.
What are you trying to get across with your words?
Yes. What are you trying to get across? And then what's when he says, let's say like, oh, I don't know, it's like, and then you re-ask the question again, you're essentially saying like, that's not the right answer. Like, let's get down to the source. Let's get down to the actual nitty gritty.
You've heard of the 5 whys?
The 5 whys, no. Wait.
So someone comes up to me and asks, hey, I want to lose weight. Okay. I understand that. A lot of people want to lose weight. Why do you want to lose weight?
What?
Because I want to be skinny. Why do you want to be skinny?
No.
Because it'll make me more confident. Why do you want to be more confident? So I can respect myself more. Why do you want to respect yourself more? What is that going to do? If I respect myself, other people respect me, and I want other people to respect me. Boom. So you want to lose weight because you want other people to respect you.
Exactly.
That's the X factor. That's the reason. You don't want to lose weight to lose weight. You don't want to lose weight to look skinny.
That.
You want to lose weight because you want other people to respect you.
Exactly.
And for anybody you ask, it's going to be like, you get down to the whys, it's going to be something different. You know?
Yeah.
Like some people have their own things. Like, I want to look at my wedding day. Why? So I can look at my pictures. Why? So when I look back on my memories, like, whatever, right? It's just like that digging into the actual root. Like you said, like literally what you said is literally like just tunnel down into the root cause of what their intention is.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what everything is about. Like I think everything is about intention.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's huge.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, that's part of the sales process, I guess you could say, right? Mm-hmm. Getting down to the actual, like we'll say we want things, but there's always a deep rooted reason why. Mm-hmm. And it's not until we actually admit to ourselves that, I don't love myself. Mm-hmm. Like it's like, what is that called? I can't remember, but essentially with those words, with those questions, what you're doing is you're taking what would have normally taken a full hour to dissect and you do that in about 5 minutes.
Yep.
And in those 5 minutes, you're not going like this. You're going like this.
Depth instead of width.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. So you're really digging deep into like the depth.
The depth.
The depth.
Yeah.
The depth.
Depthness.
Yeah. Yeah. The depth of and that's so key. That's how you make the impact.
Yep.
That's how you make the impact. Like, imagine how how emotional that would get someone. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, it would
rapidly.
get their feelings like all in, like it would have them come out. They're like, oh
It's like,
man, like
no one's really asked me this before.
yeah, they're thinking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, take your time. Just give me an answer. Like
Yeah,
take your
exactly.
time, you know?
Yeah, today I had a
Yeah.
conversation with another buddy,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, why do you think this whole like, I think he was talking about confidence. I'm like, wow, why do you think, what's stopping you from being more bold or more direct?
Mhm.
What's stopping you? He's like, I don't know, bro. Dude, I'm so sorry for taking time out. I'm like, dude, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
My thing is like, I'm here for you. I'm trying to see what's going on, bro.
Of course.
And so, yeah, I mean, we got down into it. The whole reason why he couldn't is because, I mean, he was Asian. In an Asian culture, you can't, like, you're either taught intentionally or taught subconsciously that standing out or being like,
Individualistic.
individualistic, that you can't, like, it's
Look down upon.
It's
Yeah.
look down upon. And I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Wow.
I mean, this guy wasn't traumatized. This guy, you know what I mean? It's just like
How he was raised, like his culture.
his culture.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah. And that totally makes sense because he was Asian, like East Asian, or was he brown, or I don't know. I'm brown, but I'm technically Asian.
Oh,
That makes sense. Yeah.
He's from China.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, it's huge collectivist country for sure.
Huge.
Huge, yeah. In our culture, it's like very, like we're very like we appease a lot. So like, my mom said this to me. She's like, Faraz, you're the only guy in the family that doesn't care about what his parents think.
Huh.
And I said, I didn't even say anything. I just like let her say, like she said that, and then I was like, and then she said, don't ever change.
Don't ever. Wow. That's,
Right?
That's amazing.
Right?
Because she knows you're thinking for yourself.
100%. She's like, I don't know how this happened or where this came from. And this was just like maybe a month ago, we started talking, right? I feel like ever since I moved out of my parents' place, like our relationship has gotten way stronger and way
Wow.
stronger. Yeah. But she was like, yeah, dude, yeah, it's a great feeling, especially because like 2 years ago, it was not like, it was like down here, you know?
Wow.
But now we're like cruising, bro. It's amazing. But she was like, yeah, you're the only one that doesn't like try to please us.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. And I was like, thank you. I'll try pleasing you less.
That's how you know that people pleasing isn't
100%.
people pleasing isn't the way to go.
Not the way to go. It's not the way to go.
It's not.
Be your own person.
My guy.
Yeah. You gotta be your own person.
We got to, bro.
Dude, you have to. Like, who else are you gonna be? Like, if you're not gonna be your own person, you're gonna be someone's copy. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so like when she said that, I was like, wow, like I don't know where that came from because all throughout like my early years and like my like middle school, like elementary school, high school, all that time until like maybe first year of college,
Wow.
I was always like, I never wanted to shift the status quo. I was always like, like, oh yeah, let me just whatever. And discovered your boy Tyler, right? And other people in that realm in the self development world, and I'm like, wow, I can improve all the shit that I don't like. Like I used to have terrible social anxiety. Now I can like walk into a club alone on a Friday night and just enjoy myself completely. Like I thrive with other people's energy.
Yeah.
So I know I totally cut you off about what you were saying about one of your clients, but so I think that comparison of like one of your friends or one of your clients that hit you up about him wanting to fit in or like the collectivism thing, not stand out, it's because he wanted to fit in and people please and like please his parents, please the family,
Exactly.
please the culture, not break the status quo. So that's a huge thing.
That is
for cultures, for Eastern cultures. That's such a big thing for them to follow. Like oh, I don't want to I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Oh, I don't want to like make other people. I don't want to make other people think bad about me.
Yeah.
So like I can't control what's in someone's head. So like I'm just gonna do whatever I want anyway. You know, like
exactly.
But the culture thing is huge. Like
it really is, bro. It's so conditioning, bro. It's sad.
Yep.
I see it every day. I'm like, man. And granted, I mean, and this is where the compassion comes about.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the empathy.
Yep.
I don't know their life.
That's true too.
I don't know what they've been through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who am I to judge? Right? My thing is, if you're not happy where you are, it's like, move. You're not a tree. You know, Jim Rohn said, like, you can change, you can evolve, you can grow, right? Like, and your current circumstances don't have to be the same, bro. Like, you know, you can change the way you're being, the way, you know, you're living. You can be happier.
Yeah.
You don't have to be at the cause. You don't have to be at the effect of things. Like,
you can be at the cause.
Be at the cause of things, you know? And so, just going through that internal, I guess, shift and like journey, I would say, because dude, I'm so glad that I actually have people in my life like yourself that I can actually relate to, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can talk about this kind of stuff with, because man, it's so hard to like even just come across like RSD dudes, you know what I mean? Like there's not enough
100%, man. There's not. And from the way things are going, there's not going to be many of us.
Right?
But yeah, man, I remember Tyler saying one day, he's like, look around the people in this room. You will never meet anybody as open-minded as the people in this room. Exchange contact information, become their friends, hang out with them, and grow together. And I'm like, wow, and everybody I've met, like, I mean, you know, majority of people, not everybody, but majority of people I've met in the self-development world have been that open-minded. Like literally how we can relate on this topic. Like a couple months ago when I interviewed Justin Tang, he's the same way. He's like super like very open, very into like the self-improvement, self-development, and like really gets down to the root of like healing trauma and healing, you know, past like offenses and all that.
Exactly.
So yeah, man. Finding somebody to relate with on this topic is it's there's very few people that do relate.
Yeah. Exactly. There's like I said, bro, there's not enough of us, and like when I do come across like someone, like I want to make sure I don't want to fight that.
Yeah.
What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, what you trying to say, bro?
You're like post up, bro.
What are you saying with your hands, bro? Can we go on a quick tangent?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
So like that thing you just said, like how you thought that was the first thing I thought of, like, oh, I'm gonna fight. Like, isn't it crazy how many dudes think that sometimes? Like you're literally like walking in the club or something, and you like accidentally bump into someone's like, what's up, man? And like he's with this girl or whatever, and you're like, yo, no disrespect. He's like, yeah, you better keep going. And you're like, bro, like you're fucking like don't pretend that that you're like that. You know, it's like, hey, my bad for bumping into you. Yeah. My bad for hitting on your girl. Done that before. Almost got punched in the face.
Yeah. Not anymore.
No, but using my freaking words, I like disarm the conversation.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know, I was like, hey, bro, I didn't know that was your girl. Mad respect. How's your day going? Yeah. You know, just like stay calm. You know, just
gotcha. Yeah. Nah, I've done it, and I'm gonna keep doing it though.
Yeah.
Like, dude, last time I walked up to a chick and she was just like, oh yeah, hey, thank you so much. By the way, that's my husband. I'm like, oh, husband, okay, cool. So like and this wasn't me being disrespectful or anything like that. I stayed there just to challenge myself.
Yeah, 100%.
And I just kept talking to her, and all of a sudden he just comes from like to my right. He's like, yep. I was like, yeah, what's up, man? How are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, just kind of keep it nonchalant. And nuances, that's like going back to it. Like if I would have said like, hey, what's up, man? All right, how's it going? Like he would have picked up on like maybe I'm giving him a like
Hostility.
hostility, but hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
Very open, very friendly.
Yeah, like a little bit of secret report.
Yep. Low
Hey, what's
inflection.
up?
Low
Hey, what's up,
inflection.
man? But at the same time, what's keeping me grounded is my non-reactiveness. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, "Ugh," you know, like
You're not like, oh, what's up, man?
yeah, exactly.
How's it going? Like
Exactly.
you're like, what's up, man? How you doing?
You know,
Like very friendly, yeah.
Exactly. And so like, I wasn't moving. He was just like, move. I was like, am I bothering you guys? Like, I'm not in the way of anybody. He's like, move. And I didn't move, bro. This guy grabbed me from here. He grabbed me and fucking like
He threw you?
He threw you.
Holy crap.
He threw me. I was like, hey, wait. Well, what's going on? What's going on? Like, you know, still like non-react. Hey, like I'm making fun of the whole situation, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, wait. What's going on? What's going on? What's good? You good, man? Did you have a rough night? You good, right? Cool. Hey, have a great night, you guys. Peace.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
Yeah.
that didn't even ruin my night. Actually, it fueled my night.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Fueled my night.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, who would have the balls to do that?
Who would have the balls to do that? Bro, I think about that every time, bro. I think about that so much. Bro, I met my girlfriend like that. Like my current girlfriend, like we were like, I was at the bar with my friends, she was at the bar with her friends, and I just went up and said what's up.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow, exactly.
And it's like who, like in 2020, who would have the balls to do that? Instead of swiping on a fucking screen. You know?
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, Tinder games, you do you guys, but yeah, man, it's
my
and
Tinder
yeah.
game is weak, bro.
Yeah, bro, I think in 2017 was like the peak of Tinder for everybody,
Yeah.
and then after that it kind of just died down. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, it's kind of gone down. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna have to go up here, like definitely, because you know, I wouldn't say no one's going out, but everyone's staying at home. Like,
Very limited,
it's not really popping out. I mean, bro, when I go out, I see the same fucking people. It's getting kind of annoying, honestly.
yeah,
It makes me not even want to go out anymore.
I know what you mean. Well, my friend says the same thing.
You know, it's kind of like I don't want to go out in night game. You know, well, just night.
During the nighttime, yeah. You'd rather just like, you know.
Yeah, I'd rather just go to the park or something like that.
Bro, yeah. Just like go to a Target.
Good.
You already know. I could have said Walmart, but I said Target for a specific reason.
Why Target?
Oh, I thought you were laughing because I said Target. Dude, because the girls at Target are way hotter than the girls at Walmart.
You've noticed.
That's what I said.
Wow, you've noticed.
My girlfriend shops at Target.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that was a little flex.
Dude, like, honestly, bro, like, yeah, every time I go to Walmart, bro, I'm like, where they at, though?
They're not there.
Where they at?
They're not.
I'm kind of like, well, at some point, I kind of know they're probably in Tulum.
They're probably what?
Tulum.
Is that Mexico?
Do you know? Yeah. Do you know about that joke? Do you know about
Dude,
that
it's so funny you say that. I don't know. Like, let me explain why I laughed at that. My girlfriend's boss is in Tulum right now.
Yeah, everyone's in. So can I tell you what?
Tell me, yeah, what's up?
So Tulum is gonna be the next, like Cancun, the next. Yeah, it's gonna be the place to go, right? And the reason why people are so like in Tulum so much is because they're actually working on real estate properties. Like they're really gonna be, you know, for events and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of my buddies are actually doing that right now. They're renting, like they're buying property, they're pimping it out. Making sure it has, you know, pools, jacuzzis, you know, all this
For Airbnb and stuff.
for Airbnbs and stuff like that. And so it's gonna be the next wave of like if you know to make money, honestly. Like,
Wow.
capitalize on it right now. Whoever's watching, I mean, I just put you on some fucking game.
Yeah, he just dropped some knowledge on you guys.
For real, like that's gonna be the popping place.
Tulum, bro.
Yeah, that's why everyone in their moms over there.
Is there right now?
Yeah.
I thought everyone's there for just partying. Or
I mean,
something.
just partying, obviously, but like if you have money, like it just makes sense that like you know, it's just smart to invest into it.
Dang.
Yeah, the demand of it is gonna go way the fuck up here very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know.
Everyone and then the mom said that was the inside joke. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to share that one.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Dude, quick question.
Yo.
So I was talking to my sister yesterday, and she was no, they weren't riddles. They were just like fucking questions, like silly questions. If you had to pick, if you had to choose, like I'm putting a gun to your head.
All right.
You know, if you had to pick, would you much rather like lose the ability to speak or the ability to read?
Fuck. Ability to read.
That's what I said too.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, gun to my head, ability to read, bro.
Like,
you know why?
Why?
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know how to read. He's like making $100 million. No, man, but yeah, man, I could not. I don't know how I would. I shouldn't say this out loud, but like I don't know how I'd survive without speaking because it's such a.
Why would you want to say it out loud, bro?
Well, I don't want to like handicap myself in case.
Which is not
going. Yeah, I'm not.
I
don't know. Yeah. Anyways, like my ability to speak, like my words, my freaking my talking, like has gotten me through a lot.
Oh yeah.
And out of a lot.
Yeah.
And into a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But. Granted, I don't know if I would have all that ability if I didn't read stuff to get me to that point. But yeah, man, speaking. Yeah, what was your reason for?
Just my reason is like, I mean, just communicating with people, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say I've got a mouthpiece as well, bro. But like, it's just. And my sister pointed out something very key. She's like, well, what about street names and what about signs?
Oh,
like,
fuck.
That I mean, that'd be detrimental. Like,
I didn't even think about that. I literally was just thinking about books.
Yeah, exactly. But literally, like, words are everywhere.
Oh, shit.
Like, and so, and I'm like, yeah, you're so right. Like, but if I had to be put into like the situation, like, no, yeah, I'd have to be reading, like, live reading.
I love to read, but I love to talk a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang.
Like, bro, there's so much power behind voice. And just to kind of touch a little bit on what we were talking about, like the fact that Tyler even teaches like vocal exercises. Mm-hmm. I actually teach that. Like,
that's big.
You know, I practice this so much, and right now, funny enough, I'm using my voice because I'm being loud, but like practicing your voice is like even just you at home, if whenever you're watching this, just even try doing like, hey! That was that loud or not? Like that was pretty, but that wasn't forceful.
I know, it was just like
forceful at all, bro. You know, like
it's like you walk into a club and you're like, hey! I'm not screaming. Yeah, exactly. I'm not like.
And it's not forceful.
I'm not straining anything.
Exactly. It's not
and
forceful.
Like this conversation we're having right now, I wasn't able to talk like this 5 years ago. Actually, no. Probably 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Just like having this control over my words, the pauses. So yeah. Well, yeah, working on your voice is big. Have you done the talking to the wall thing?
Talking to the wall? No.
So the wall can't give you any feedback.
Oh, like,
right?
Yeah. Like
you just talk to the wall. I can't respond to you, so you have to keep talking to it for 2 minutes.
Like
yeah.
Exercises.
Yeah.
I've tried that before, but it was like I fell off of it. At some point, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna practice on people.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, go back to the voice thing.
Yeah, no. I mean, even just to kind of share some value, bro. I mean, because you know, like we gotta provide some value. Like,
got to, bro.
You know?
Got to, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, something that you can start doing right now is just doing that. You know, what you just witnessed is like, it's not even. It's like they call it power versus force. So it was just innate power.
Dude, hold up.
Yeah, it was.
Hold up, bro.
You got the point.
Dude,
so power versus force. So you don't have to force just volume. Volume just comes when you start making things easy and you just tap into it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I can't believe you said Power versus Force, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's a wonderful book.
Dude, yeah. It's a tough read.
It is a tough
I'll tell you
read, bro. It is a tough read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough read, bro.
Yeah, it is. But I can't stress that enough. Like, what really was like a game changer for me was like me being able to speak up.
Yep.
By me being able to speak up, it showed me how powerful I am. Like, it showed me the reach that I have. The way I like to explain it is, and I guess I'm giving you like a little coaching a little bit right now, but the way I like to explain it is like, imagine you have like a sphere around you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I just speak to you like this, obviously, like, if there wasn't any echo, right? It's just between you and I. The size of my sphere, the size of my reach isn't far enough.
Yeah,
it's not far.
This person.
But then if I allow to speak a little bit louder and louder and louder and louder and louder and louder and louder, right?
Yeah.
That gets really fucking loud, right?
The reach expands the entire room.
And so like you're able to even reach people from
You're good.
you're able to reach people from like yards away, meters away. I don't know, miles away too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how powerful your voice can really get. And
Right.
we haven't even like I like Tyler. He has a powerful voice, but I yet don't even know how powerful like a voice can really get.
Yeah.
Like the actual potential of a voice.
Right.
Right. And so the this whole idea of like the bubble is like how much space are you taking up?
Yeah.
How comfortable, how much of a reach, and how willing.
How what?
How willing.
Willing.
How willing you're
Just jumped like 3 times.
right? How willing and able are you to expand your reach? That's what courage is. Because if you can only speak like this, and you've always spoken like this, like for the past 20 years of your life, and then you're like, I need to speak up. Obviously, you're giving yourself a little bit more permission to like, take up more space, and then you see, you're like, interesting. So if I was able to make that small little shift, and I feel like 10% better.
Yes.
I feel 10% more confident. Like I don't feel like extraordinary. It's just that little tweak.
Subtle. Yeah.
It's just that little tweak, and then the more and more you do it, the more volume you give yourself, and the more permission you give yourself. Essentially, you gain more confidence. You become bolder, and you're like, man, I can do this, I can do that. Not even just what can I get away with, but what can I like ask for? What can I do in order to like become the best version of myself?
Okay.
You were about to say something. What were you gonna say?
Man, it literally like came and went. It was like what better? I was just saying, like, if I can just speak up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Imagine what else I can do a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Like it's
absolutely
like the parallel of like maybe I could run a little further. Maybe I could lift a little heavier.
Exactly.
Maybe I can say hi to that girl I see at the supermarket.
Exactly.
Or maybe I can read another 2 pages tonight. Of this book, probably fucking not. But no, I'm just kidding. This book, like, I'm just saying, you have to like. I sometimes have to read and like just really ingest it and then read it again.
You want to be honest? I skimmed through that book.
You did?
I
Nice.
skimmed.
You skimmed it?
Like I didn't read the whole thing, but I know that the overall concept of it.
Right.
I understand it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll be very honest. That's why I don't, and even like books, right? I don't really recommend books that I'm not actually reading myself like all the way through.
Right.
So that's why I wasn't like, why no?
Yeah.
It's a great book,
Dude, right? I just had to. I was like, I feel like it should be plugged.
That was low flex for you guys,
right?
Power versus Force. But bro, even just for the viewers out there, for your audience, just I would say that's probably been the most helpful for me, like ever. Like that's what took me from like depressed, bro. depression.
Really?
Depression.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
which is why like I'm so passionate about helping.
Right.
Which is like I went through it myself, and if I was able to conquer something, and if I was able to I guess tackle it, conquer. If I was able to do that, why wouldn't I help someone else, right? Like it's just like it's like a gift from me to like someone else.
Right.
Why wouldn't I use my gift? Like,
Yeah.
God put me in here, like whatever.
For a reason.
In,
Yeah.
Like source. Let's
Yeah.
call it source.
Yeah.
Source put me here for a reason. And it'd be like
A waste of potential to not use it.
exactly.
Yeah.
You
100%.
said it beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put this away. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come right back.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah. That every like power versus force, that stuff was really interesting. I'm so glad you mentioned that book. Like you just talked about it.
Yeah, dude. I'm like I said, it's something that I skimmed through, but it's it hasn't actually consciousness. I saw the word consciousness here. We were gonna talk about.
Oh, we were, yeah.
Literally, bro. Like right there, consciousness.
The evolution of consciousness. Wow,
That's
awesome,
crazy.
dude.
Bro.
Manifesting more shit.
Literally, bro. Literally, like my RAS picked up on it, but I was just like going like this.
Wow.
The actual word just came out of me. And like,
Hold on, dude. I'm really paranoid that I didn't press start on the video, so I'm gonna double check.
oh yeah. Go ahead.
Man, I was paranoid. I pressed it. We've been talking for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet. No, yeah. Dude, I get like OCD like that too.
Yeah, bro. Because you don't want to lose a whole hour's worth of work.
Well, yeah, that too. But like whenever I get out of my car, I'm like, did I lock it?
I know what you mean.
I'm already inside the store, or I'm already inside the club, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, it'd be a hassle to go all the way back and check.
Yeah.
But since I have a lot of valuable stuff, I'm like, I just want to go and check,
And you go back and check.
Yeah, I go
and
back
it's locked, right?
and it's locked.
Yeah. It
Like
always
90
is, bro. It
like
always is.
90% of the time, it's already locked.
Yeah. So I guess that 10% it's not locked. You're like, all right, this is a good thing.
Yeah. So
It's a good thing I came back.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing since but you never really know. Like you can't. My thing is like I don't want to tempt people. If I give them, if I leave the backpack on top of the seat, I'm only tempting. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it's like, why would I give someone like
Opportunity.
like the opportunity, like the thought of
That makes sense.
people are human, bro, and they're just gonna do what human beings do.
I mean, dude, greed is it's called 7 Deadly Sin.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I don't know if you're an anime fan, but the anime on Netflix, fucking fire.
Anime, where?
It's called 7 Deadly Sins.
7 Deadly Sins. I've never
Yeah.
heard of it, bro.
I wasn't a big anime fan, but one of my friends put me onto that
Okay.
like a year ago. Pretty fire show.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like for me, I'm not really big into
Series, shows.
I
Yeah,
get
dude.
hooked, bro.
Dude, it's
I
so
get
bad, bro. They make every show on Netflix designed to to hook you in, bro.
Yes, bro.
You guys ever notice that? You guys ever you know those cliffhangers I'm talking about?
I know.
Stranger Things, I'm looking at you. Stranger Things, a cliffhanger on every episode. Yeah, fuck you.
No, yeah, like the one that really hooked me was Black Mirror.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like Black Mirror was it's like those I know it's not consequential. It's not there's
sequential.
It's not
Yeah.
sequential.
Yeah.
And I know it's different random things. It's different concepts, weird.
Yeah.
And I like weird things.
Yeah, but every episode hooks you because of the weird thing that it is.
It hooked me so much, bro. I'm like, I hate
yeah,
that.
because it makes you think so hard.
But then Black Mirror was the only and last one I ever looked into, because I know that if I look into something else,
yeah,
granted, maybe later on, but not right now. Right now, it doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve me.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. Cool. No worries. I know what you mean, dude. Someone recommends you one thing, you watch one episode, and you're like, fuck, now I have to I want to know what happens next, and then you're just there.
Yeah, bro. It's like in the same way that if I were to tell you, hey, bro, I need to tell you something real quick, bro. Very important, bro.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, sure. What is it?
You know what? Don't worry about it, bro.
no, it's okay. Like, yeah, and then you do it. No,
And
tell me. Like,
it's like the suspense. Like,
it's
okay, you already told me.
The push and pull is real.
The push and pull is real.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, not right now. I'm gonna stay away from Netflix.
Cool.
I mean,
that's a good call.
Yeah, either way, I think they came out with like a pedophilia, like.
Oh, dude, I think Joe Rogan was talking about this on his podcast.
Cuties or something like that.
Yeah. It's like a movie about like middle school, like twerk team or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked up. But.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I just don't. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, why? Especially right now, since
like what went through someone's head when they're like, I'm gonna pitch to Netflix. The plot was like of that. Like it's like I'm gonna pitch this to Netflix.
And then all of a sudden Netflix is like, you know what? That's a great idea.
Dude, yeah, like who at Netflix like signed off on that shit?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. I mean, the reason why I just thought it was like not the best time, and maybe obviously there's always an agenda behind something.
Yeah.
It's like up until recently I heard that in Cali they made it legal to where like you could date children as young as 11. Yeah.
That's weird. That's not even that's like
and like
still
they
pre-pubescent.
They're wanting to make pedophilia over there like an actual sexual orientation. It's kind of sick, bro.
That's weird. Yeah. That's a little sus, dude.
And so like it makes sense that they were to come out with this movie around this time.
Around time, yeah.
Yeah, just to add some more fuel.
Bro, it's like how whenever something seems like so absurd, they give it to you in doses until it's normalized by the public, and then everyone thinks it's always been that way.
Yeah, exactly. That's it's such a crazy fucking like.
It's a thing that people do. It's like a thing that the higher ups do. Like
it's an actual real thing.
Yeah, that's wild.
But it's crazy how like you can get like
so segmented, like so tiny.
Subtlety.
Very tiny.
Subtlety.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, normal.
Dude, no one's talking about that shit either because of Corona and the election. Like, no one's talking about all the other shit that's going on.
Exactly.
It's like
so much distraction in the consciousness.
Yeah, dude, that's what we were talking about earlier, man. Presence, bro. I just had to breathe so I could get back to this moment right here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I know with the way that we talk about, we haven't even talked about this yet, but Eckhart Tolle, bro. Eckhart Tolle, bro.
Don't start it.
I was gonna go run and grab my books, but I'm not going to because you already know. I think the audience already knows
that
too.
guy, bro. He's like he's like my. I know he's my uncle or something like that.
Yeah.
Spiritually.
Yeah. Your guy, like your. Yeah.
I look up to him so much.
Yeah, Power of Now is like one of the greatest like mindset shift books that I've ever read. And then I read A New Earth after that. That one was really good as well. But the shift of like, we always think that like thinking is a great thing, and it is until we can't stop thinking. You know? Yeah. And then that's what he talks about. He's like, have you ever turned it off? Can you turn it off? Do you know that? Have you comprehended the fact that you can turn off your thinking? When I first time I read it, I was like, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. How do you do that? And then he's like, just don't think. And then like, you do it for like 2 seconds. And then next thing you know, boom, notification. Oh, this person died. Oh, this. Like everything is just, you really got to like train.
Yeah. There's so much stimulus.
That, yeah.
There's so much stimulus out there that like you can't. And I even tried to do this myself, bro. Like, whenever I was like, now I call it depression. I'm not so sure if it was depression because I don't want to like just normalize the word. Like, it's just like depression seems to get thrown around too much. Like, does that make sense? I don't know exactly what it was, but I know I was in it like a very deep,
like a dark place. Yeah.
But during that time, I tried so much to not think. But get this, I thought I could think my way out of thinking, and you can't.
You can't do that, right? It's just something you be like?
Yeah, I mean, even that. I mean, even just taking action on something. I thought that, like to stop the overthinking, I had to think my way out of thinking, but I just had to do. I had to take action before thought arised, pretty much.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
at some point, I had to do something before the doubt came in, or the worry, or you know what I mean. And so that's what I comprehended about myself. Like I mean, I don't know what you guys experience or what you've experienced, but I've tried so many times to before in the past, like all right, I need to think, but thinking, not, but what you're referring to, I want to be very clear. What you're referring to is like letting go and like surrendering. It's just kind of like relaxing your muscles, relaxing your brain, relaxing.
Right.
And that requires little to no effort. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Like it's just like letting go. It's like the same way that if you were about to die, you just like your body would just like
kind of fade out.
But like you would just like let go completely. Let go of stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I was talking about it wrong. I guess it was
it's like
being like letting go, but like also being there fully in what you're doing at the time.
Well, you're talking about taking action though, no? What I'm
just like go ahead. What do you
so I don't want to confuse people. That's what I'm saying. So my thing was, I thought I could think my way out of thinking. Like, okay, I'm gonna think like literally like there. So there's like this. Okay, I'm gonna think my way out of thinking. So there was always this cycle,
right?
But I was always thinking,
right? Yeah.
So I can't. You know what I mean? Like if I think my way out of thinking,
you can't because you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, so it's a double negative oxymoron.
Yeah, it's like those. Yeah, I can't pull my fingers out of this trap.
Yeah.
Right? And so my thing is like the best way to stop thinking is either to act in spite of something, so act before thought arises. That's one. And number two is just like completely letting go, like completely like just like not even forcing it. Not even forcing it. Like I need to think. Oh, I need to stop thinking. I need to think. No, it's like just let go, bro.
Just act. Yeah.
Let go.
Actively, just
like let go of the thought. Let go of it. Like it's gonna come. It's like the way I picture it's like clouds. It's like let it go, bro. It's gonna go either way. All right, cool. Like you know what I mean? Like just letting go. And so, I was just in a negative like
downward spiral,
and that shit took me very fucking deep, bro.
Down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it was so scary, but I didn't know if I could get it.
Yeah. Look at you now. Fucking slaying it, dude.
Look at me now.
Hey. Look at me now.
Hey.
I'm getting paper.
For real.
Man, what a throwback song.
For real. But you can't even get in.
How you getting from outside the club? You can't even. Oh, man.
For real. Yeah. But yeah,
dude, that line makes so much sense. Like, how do you hate from being outside? You can't even get inside.
Yeah. Like, why are you hating
on the people who are inside?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's why, like, whenever someone goes in, like, there's two people, like, I bet you there's more, but, like, there's two types of people. Like, when someone gets in the VIP line at a club and someone's driving a Ferrari down the highway or whatever, and then there's two people. One person looks over and they get pissed off that person has, they're like, oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And there's another person who says, what can I do to get there? How do I get there?
Exactly.
And like they'll get mad, but they'll be mad that like they're not there. They'll be like, man, this guy got in the VIP line. I wonder what he said. Like, I wonder what he does. I wonder I wonder what network or connection he has.
Exactly.
I want to get that network. Exactly. I'm gonna talk to the bouncer tomorrow. Next time I come, something like, But I don't know. This is a tangent, but
no, absolutely. I mean, it's the same thing that we were talking about just earlier. Is like the words that you tell yourself.
Yeah.
So like you just need to change the question from like why is this happening to me, or why can't I, to how can I?
Yeah. It's a perspective shift.
How can I? Like the same objective thing happened to this guy and this guy that are both in the club, and they see that guy, but one's thinking, victim. The other one's like, ooh, maybe there's an opportunity.
Yo,
here.
how do I do that? Yeah.
Well, we gotta go. Like,
Yeah.
once you get this car, bro, like,
Yeah.
being like, hey, well, what's up, bro? Like,
Right.
what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
I love that. I actually know someone that,
Yeah.
I'm trying to add value or something. I don't know.
Exactly, bro. That's the biggest thing, like adding value to anything, like anywhere. Tyler example, how easy is it, or like imagine going up to a table full of people and taking out $100 and giving it to them, and then going to the same table and then asking for $100.
Yeah.
Two completely different feelings, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like be the person that gives the $100 to the table, like don't go around tossing Benjamins to people at the club, but go around giving that metaphorical like $100 bill to people of
Absolutely.
Like
Always.
some value, and it could be some small input, dude. Like
absolutely.
Like one of my biggest, like one of the easiest ways when I go out, and if I'm by myself or if I'm out with someone else, and I'm feeling a little like nervous, I have some approach anxiety, I'll just say I can literally just go up to like some guy or girl, it doesn't matter. I'll just say, hey man, I really like those shoes. Where'd you get them from? Instant conversation starter. Conversation flows. Use that momentum to go talk to someone else.
Exactly.
And like, you're just always, even the smallest thing, saying, hey, I like how you're doing this thing. That makes someone else feels good. Then they're like, oh,
Exactly.
this guy makes me feel good. Adding value. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
It can be small stuff.
The small stuff. I mean, even just coming here, bro. Right.
Yeah.
My thought was like, I'm gonna give my best.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just getting. Okay, I could die today, later on. I could die tomorrow or whatever. But like sharing pretty good stuff, like actually giving value.
Yeah.
And like even like right now you're like, oh dude, like great energy, right?
Yeah.
You know, like it just being willing and able to like take up space, like that's taking up space.
Yeah.
It's taking up space. Like being willing and able to take up space. But not for me. It's like for me to show you that it's possible for you.
Right.
And being able to show others, hey, like you have the same capability, bro.
Yeah. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, and I think people misunderstand that, bro. When people are like out and about, and like they're probably being a little bit more bold than they should be, whatever that means. They should be,
Yeah.
Or like they're being courageous. They're asking for what they want, and then people are like looking down. It's like, why are you feeding into the system?
Yeah.
Just because. Okay, so just because people are inherently just like not in a good mood, not happy. They're just going along their day. Like just because you're adding a little bit of like sazon or like a little bit of like juice and like some
Right.
light in life.
Right.
Some spice, your own spice. Right?
Yeah.
Because you're doing that, like they view it as, dude, you're being too happy.
Stop ruffling the feathers. Stop stirring the pot.
Stop stirring the pot. Stop. This is not normal. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's like, dude, what are you feeding, bro? What are you feeding?
Yeah.
You're feeding into like scarcity. You're feeding into fear. You're feeding into worry.
Social narrative, social conditioning.
Exactly. And I think it's so sad, bro, because like even my own, I want to say family members, right? Like, let's just say family members. Like, you're acting, like, once you start acting from outside the frame that they knew you, like, oh, I can talk about this for hours.
Dude, they're like, what happened? Like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean what happened to me? I decided to live my best fucking life.
Some even just stop talking to you.
Just did.
They just stop talking to you.
Yeah.
But you see, like, you're acting probably because I am polarizing in front of, you know. So I feel the need to, because if I don't act polarizing, if I'm not, it's not even an act. It's just like I want to filter out to the right people and the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
I can waste less time with people, with the wrong people, right?
Right.
And I can start spending quality, great time with the right people, just like yourself, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, if I know I can save myself some time, I'm gonna do it at all.
100%. You can't get the time back.
Exactly.
You can't get energy back, and you can't get effort back.
Exactly.
Those three things you can never. Money, you can always make more money, whatever. But time, energy, and effort, three things that you can never get back after you've used them. You know. So
like your most valuable assets, like the commodities, right?
yeah,
And so like I find it really really sad that like people will literally disassociate with you, like from you, if they don't see eye to eye with you. Which I'm like, well, all you really need to do is just respect what I'm doing. Like that's all.
yeah,
Like show me support, or not even show me support. Like maybe you could have just like,
just don't just
like maybe not even change our dynamic.
Yeah,
but
just let it
I'm
happen.
not, and get this, I'm not even pushing people away from my life. They're
Right.
just disappearing.
Right. Because you're growing, you're changing, you're like pushing past the norms of what other people see you as.
That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
just putting, like, getting myself uncomfortable.
Yeah. And people can't handle it. So they'll either try to act out or they'll dip or they'll like go around talking shit about you. Like, I've been through it. I'm going through it. It's just one of those things, It's
Hey,
like
they're marketing you, bro.
yeah, bro. Exactly. They're like, oh man, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he posted? Did you see that?
You see, like he's carnivore now.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. Probably shouldn't talk about it on here, but yeah.
Dude, you were vegan, right?
Dude, I was, bro. It's funny. It's funny you say that. You were vegan too. I was only vegan for like 4 months a couple years ago, bro. I saw this freaking propaganda of a movie called What the Health on Netflix. And literally the next day, I took all the meat that I had meal prepped and threw it away.
Wow.
And all I was eating was like rice and vegetables.
What the hell was more so about nutrition?
About nutrition,
and like they were suggesting veganism because just like it would help out with what? What did they say?
It was like like
I know
it was with health problems. So they were talking about like diabetes, heart stuff, and like they were talking about how like the meat industry is like in collaboration with like big pharma.
Yeah, I just remembered.
But like it's crazy because like big sugar and big grain or big agriculture are the real ones who are like funding pharmacy. And so I was just like, but back then I didn't know, dude. I just saw like they were talking about all these studies and it's like, yeah, eating an egg is like smoking 5 cigarettes. Dude, I eat 12 eggs a day now. Like fuck that. Like fuck that.
Damn,
yeah.
You boil them?
I eat 12 yolks a day. I don't eat the whites all the time, but so I'll do like 4 yolks.
Raw?
No. I have done that before. Like I can drink some eggs, but usually I'll do 4 yolks, 2 whole eggs, scramble them, and then just eat them with breakfast.
Gotcha.
But yeah, man, it was an interesting time in my life. The first month, I thought I was feeling amazing, and I was because like I cut out meat, but I also cut out a bunch of processed crap.
Yeah.
So I was eating just whole foods.
There's a lot of that.
Right? It's like the vegan honeymoon. First 2 months were great. And then like after that, I started like breaking out. My hair started thinning. I get like so much acne. I was tired all the time. Legit, I shit you not. I was sleeping in class every single day.
Wow.
Like I was just like falling asleep. Like I had no energy. And so, one day, somebody offered me a meatball sandwich and like, I don't know what it was. I would have said no if it was at the beginning of my vegan journey, but 4 months in, I was like my nose like smelled the beef and my mind was telling my body to eat it. And I ate it and I demolished it, bro. I felt so good after. Like I was like, oh my God, I feel amazing. I haven't felt this good in so long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Like that same day.
That was February. I started veganism, and then February, March, April, May, like mid-May, I guess. Somebody offered me a sandwich, had like beef in it.
But that same day, like you noticed it immediately.
Same day, yeah. And then I didn't, and like even after that, I didn't go back to like going against veganism. I just like included a little bit more meat in my diet. So I was still like vegan like 5 days out of the week. But then eventually, transitioned back into the standard American diet, and then had some health problems, and now I'm carnivore. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's been a journey for sure. I know you've been down a journey too. You were vegan for way longer than I was, like years, right? 2 years?
Only 3 years.
3 years, that's a long time, bro. 3 years out of 26 years, that's like 1/9 of your life almost. Trying to do some quick maths right there. But yeah, so like, and I know you got into it for ethical. You said you got into it for like ethical reasons instead.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
which is why
tell me about it. Yeah,
which is why I was telling you, dude. Like, that's why I was like, why I'm teaching, because like it's like, dude, if you stop something cold turkey, overnight, and it's because it's not in alignment with like your moral values, like, you know, you're like, oh, man, like I have to, you know what I mean? Like that shows like, I guess that shows me how compassionate I am, right? I can be, right? And so, yeah, dude, it was more so like a compassion thing for me. I watched, Erin Janus, that's her name. Yeah. Erin Janus. And I watched a couple videos and then I got hugged right afterwards. I remember that night, I was like, man, I think I was tearing up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I think I was tearing up on like the video where like the animals were, I think like wolves or something like that, like a wolves or something like that. And I think this was like probably in Middle Eastern country, or I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, they were getting these animals and they're like strangling them, and then they were like skinning them alive and stuff.
Oh,
like
wow.
That. Yeah. Now that's something I don't support.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Like that's something that I just, you know, and now I'm like, oh, you know, food. Oh my god. It was like so paradigm shifting.
Yeah.
It's like you eat it, but you don't at the same time, like you're not even taught, you're not even told. And I may like adopt like a different a thought behind this, and I mean, you're gonna disagree absolutely, but I think that for some people, it can be a good decision for them to go vegan. And I always like, if someone's like thinking about it, I'm like, absolutely do it, try it out, see how it feels, see how you react to it. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's not like this. It's not to say that I promote it. It's just like to say that like if it gets brought up. And they're like, have you thought, like, what did you think of it? I know you were vegan like for a few years, you know, a few years back. Like, how was it? In my experience, it was like my first year was the best year. Like, I want to say from 1 to 100, I was probably like at an 85, 87%. Like, you know, it was fairly good, bro. Yeah. Like, I'm not, you know. But then the second year, it was less. It was probably like at a 50.
Oh wow, that's a pretty big jump.
Yeah, pretty big jump. Or like I'm being generous.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the third year, bro, I was just like, yo, dude, like I'm already thin as it is, and so like my skin started like I started looking like a skeleton. And I know the people, they're like, you already look like a skeleton.
Yeah. Were you getting pale and stuff?
Like, I was getting pale, bro. And my family was seeing it, and they were like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Like, my sisters, right? Obviously, they care for me. And so my older sister, she was like, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Like, maybe you should look into this. You know, she was suggesting stuff. And so at some point, I had to get to a point where like, I'm like, all right, bro, it's my health or it's animals. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever it may be, whatever
whatever you're thinking about, yeah.
So I'm like, well, I need to stop being stubborn, bro. I need to take care of myself. And so since then, like, I have a very, very similar story. Very, very similar. So the way that happened for me, I was like, I remember I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to eating meat. I went to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
I bought like a pack of like a 5 pound like of beef. Like this was cubed. Like,
like ground beef.
Yeah. Ground beef. Like they no.
Well,
it was steak. It was like, is that what it's called? I don't know.
Dang, what are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about like a steak, right? Like,
yeah.
Let's say a steak, and they just cut it up into cubes.
Like, okay. Like I think it's like very, very small cubes.
Yeah.
I think it's cube steak. Yeah. I think that's the thing. Yeah.
Okay, cube steak. Okay,
yeah.
Whatever.
And I think that's not. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So you got some beef. You got some beef from Whole Foods.
I got bacon and then I got eggs.
Nice.
I got none of like lettuce, no.
Yeah, fucking
If I'm
lettuce.
gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That guy. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but we literally ate 2 pounds of steak like just an hour ago, so I feel you,
Yeah, bro. And like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it right. So I just grabbed that. I went back home. I cooked it all by myself. I think I cooked up like 3 pounds of meat. I did like 3 eggs, and then like three slices of bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I prepared it. I was like, if this is the way you want me to go, give me a good sign.
Yeah.
I was just kind of so prepared for something good. So I ate it, bro. I kid you not, bro. I kid you not.
Yeah.
Within it was almost immediately, bro. It was almost immediately that I felt like a rush. Like obviously it went through my blood. Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
In my body.
Yeah.
So I felt it, and then I also felt like I'm sure my testosterone was bad at that time.
Oh yeah, so was mine.
I'm sure. I'm sure because when I ate the meat, bro, I was like, where do I put it in? Like,
where is it? Where's the hole?
No, like I wasn't horny or anything, but I just felt like
you felt primal. Yeah.
I got some like a little bit of primal energy.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's enough for me to like understand like this is exactly what
that was your sign, right? Like, yeah.
And so I was like, yeah. And I just went back to like eating meat. And from that time up until like 6 months, from that time to about 6 months, I was like, okay, I'm eating meat. So if I'm eating meat, might as well eat like Whataburger, might as well eat this.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And so like I went through a stage where like I said, fuck it. So I went from one side of the spectrum where I was like watching everything I ate, everything I ate, like while I was being vegan. And all of a sudden, like 6 months, I was like eating bullshit, like just fucking stuffing myself, binge eating, all this shit.
Yep.
I went through that. And then after the 6 months, I was like, I need to calm down. I need to go more towards more like whole food,
cleaner options,
and like cooking at home. So mind you, I still eat like tacos from here and time. Like, of course, I eat out, but it's not to that extent. And right now I'm eating cleaner. Most of my, I would say it's that, bro. It's eggs, it's steak, it's bacon, it's I do avocado too. I do avocado. I eat rice and I eat beans and stuff like that.
Just like whole soup, like whole food sources.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but that's working for me right now.
It's good, man.
It's working for me right now.
Yeah.
But as I told you, bro, I feel like everyone has their own like stages in life, and so if you're overweight, I mean, who knows, bro? I'm not. So like, and I know you might be thinking, dude, they should do carnivore.
Dude, I don't think carnivore is for everyone.
Oh no,
I'm doing it to heal a gut, like an autoimmune disease.
Gotcha.
So I was gonna jump in and let you finish, but that 6 month period where you're just eating like shit after you came back from veganism, I was in the same boat. It was my last semester of college, and every morning I was eating donuts in the morning. I was eating like off the Burger King dollar menu in the afternoon for lunch. And then I was eating like Buffalo Wild Wings and chicken wings at night. It's like very, very non-nutritional food. Yeah, I was eating like a little bit of beef and meat again. But like everything was like very like grains, processed food, lots of oil, lots of sugar, lots of processed refined grains. And I think that's the leading cause of, so I have this, it's called ulcerative colitis. I don't know what that is, but it's like my large intestine has like inflammation and ulcers. So like my last 2-3 weeks of school, I would have to run to the bathroom and shit out bloody diarrhea 3 times a day.
Wow.
Really bad, really disgusting, really painful, and I couldn't go to my college graduation because of that. Like I just had to stay home.
What? You couldn't walk on stage?
No, dude, because like it was.
So you talking about this walking on stage?
Yeah, walking on stage, right? Because like
that's crazy.
I had no control. I feel like I had no control over when I had to go.
Wow.
No control, right?
So you could have been like,
Dude,
anywhere.
bro, like there's a couple times I didn't make it to the toilet.
Wow.
It was bad. It was mentally, like the mental hurdle that I was going through at the time was insane, bro. It was probably like the darkest place I've ever been in my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I discovered, how to, like, I was like, how do I come back from this, right? Trying to eat all these different things, like move away. Like literally the same day I got diagnosed, like that was like the last day I ever ate at like a fast food place. Like I haven't cheated on my diet in like almost 2 years.
Wow.
So, then it's like after a couple months, I finally discovered people healing their ulcerative colitis through carnivore diet. So that's why I've been on it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I apologize for assuming that you might have like just.
No, you're good.
Everyone should go carnivore.
No. But carnivore is not for everyone for sure. Like, maybe a milder version, maybe some keto, paleo. Like, as long as you're eating whole foods, you're good.
I mean, I'm doing that honestly.
I feel like you are doing paleo. Like that's
doing like a combination of paleo and carnivore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, but at the end of the day, like I don't like these labels.
Yeah. It's pretty much just like I just say to people like, oh, what do you eat? And I say carnivore to make it easier, but it's mostly it's really a meat-based, grain-free diet. Or lifestyle, way of eating.
Yeah, exactly.
Mostly meat, no grains.
That's the most objective way of like explaining it. Like,
without putting myself into a category.
Like label,
Yeah, because like I don't want to like use like I'm like when someone's like, oh, tell me like what you like, and I'm like it's like tell me something about you, and you hear people say, oh, I'm vegan, oh, I'm carnivore. No, I don't want my like there's no reason for my diet to come into question.
Yeah, exactly.
But if someone's like, hey, let's go out to eat, and I'm like, oh, I can't because then it comes up.
Yeah, exactly.
But most of the time it's like, yeah. But I forgot what we were talking about. I just felt like we shared that 6 month period after becoming vegan where we just
it was
ate like shit, dude. It was 6 months, bro. It was like from June to like November, December.
Wow.
And then like around October is when I started getting symptoms. November it started getting worse. And the crazy thing is, bro, when I felt the symptoms in October, I didn't change the way I was eating. I let it like I thought it would go away. I didn't talk to anybody about it. I just kept eating like shit, and I kept having to make those bathroom runs like that were really bad.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know any better. I was just like, oh, it's gonna go away, and I was so addicted to these foods, like these processed foods and the fast food and everything, that I was binge eating as well. Like I didn't even think, oh, I should probably stop doing this to myself until it was too late.
Wow.
But then I caught it was like right on the edge, like the edge point. So it's like, okay, if I keep eating the way I am now, I'm gonna go this way. If I change my diet, I can go this way. So, it was a very critical point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They say like you'll actually change something. You'll change to the extent in which you don't want to lose something, like because we fear of the loss of something more than we want the pleasure of something.
Yeah.
And so like you're like, man, I just don't want that to happen. That traumatizes you. That's pretty much trauma. If you think about it.
Oh yeah.
That shit was
100%. It was traumatizing.
I don't want to go back to trauma.
Yeah.
So that's why you haven't cheated on your diet.
Yeah.
You're like, hey.
How do I avoid that trauma? Yeah.
Exactly,
100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I could tell. Man, dude, that's crazy. Thanks for sharing. But,
of course. Yeah, I know. We were talking about it earlier, and I was like, I'll tell you when we're deep into it.
Yeah,
So.
Exactly. I think what didn't work out for me like the last year of like veganism, and I want to go and throw it in there because it's important. Is the processed foods.
Oh, like vegan processed foods, like the fake meat and the fake eggs,
meat, fake cheese, fake eggs, and stuff like that. I mean, that has literally no nutrition at all.
It's like a negative nutrition.
It's actually hindering.
Yeah.
It's like hurting, right? And just seeing how that's playing out now, like they're like
beyond
the Beyond Burgers and stuff like that. I'm like, oh man, like that has nothing good in it for you.
And it's becoming like very mainstream and popularized because people think it's healthier than real
Supposedly
beef.
healthier.
Right? But if you look at the ingredient list, it's like 40 different ingredients. Whereas
Yeah.
beef, the only ingredient is beef.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, bro, like I probably will eat something vegan later on. Like I might be very hypocritical because like maybe later on, if someone has like a vegan pizza or whatever, like
Yeah, you'll snack on it.
snack on it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try it and see what's up. But
Was it something big that you know, like that last year? Did you notice that it was the vegan processed foods that were like making you feel?
it was that, and I just, dude, I got so like low energy to the point where like I got very apathetic, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it was just more so like apathy.
Wow.
It was bad, bro. Like I didn't like apathy. Just to clarify, apathy is like not caring about not caring. Like there's levels to that shit. So like you might not care about, like you might be lazy, but then like that lazy person is actually somewhat motivated versus the person that's like, no, I just don't care about it. I don't care, and I don't care that I don't.
I don't care that I don't care. Yeah, it's like the lowest level of consciousness you can have as a human being.
Yeah.
Or as any living organism. It's literally just I only exist to exist. And I don't even know why type of thing. And we've all been there, you know? And you know what's crazy? Enlightenment and apathy feel the exact same. But you're in different vibrations.
Yeah.
When you're feeling it.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why I think all these vegans these vegan influencers think they're enlightened, but they're actually really apathetic.
I think I actually found the distinction, bro.
Yeah.
I found the distinction. The distinction, I mean, it's very obvious at this point.
Yeah.
Right? It's very obvious, but like the actual distinction is like in the enlightened person, they actually want to grow.
Yeah.
Versus apathy. Because like it's like the freedom from outcome that we were talking about.
Yep.
The enlightened person just they want to grow and they want the best for themselves and they have high standards. You know, they have all this good stuff going for them. At the same time, if it doesn't go their way, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. They just keep going and doing the same thing because they're process oriented.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Like it's just not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
So they both don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But one's in an upward spiral and the other one's in like,
Downward spiral.
Yeah.
Like that quote, the apathetic man wears rags because he has to. The enlightened man wears rags because he wants to, because he's gone through the journey and he's like, oh, I can just wear some rags.
Yeah.
And like he's right, yeah, right. That's why, like, man, yeah, bro, I fucking love talking about this shit because like I talk about it all the time, and people are just like, dude, what are you talking about, bro? And I'm like somebody, bro, yesterday, one of my clients asked me, he's like I was talking like not about this subject, but about some other stuff, and he's like, bro, do you smoke weed? And I was like, no, dude, I'm sober. And he's like, you do shrooms? I was like, no, dude, I'm sober. Like, I've never done anything in my life, you know?
Wow.
Like, mostly because religion, also a little, you know, just my own thing, but never weed, never drank a sip of alcohol,
Respect.
nothing like that. Appreciate it, man. But I love being able to think as open-minded as somebody who does smoke weed or has done shrooms or has done DMT. Because I've related to people like that for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you like, I feel like this is a conversation people would think that like people watching this first time probably think that we smoked right before this because of the shit we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, no, this is just a normal conversation. Like when you're have a state of consciousness, you can have these conversations and be passionate about them and actually follow through on them.
Yeah, comprehend them.
Yeah, comprehend them. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, man. And I totally forgot what like how we led here. I know we're talking about apathy and enlightenment.
Yeah. I know you were wanting to say something about.
It was just the whole rags thing, like that.
The whole rags to riches.
Yeah, and then back to rags.
Yeah, and then back to rags.
Dude, it's crazy. Like,
yeah, it is. It is, bro. It is.
Yeah.
I love the whole concept of like levels of consciousness.
Yeah.
It's been really helpful for me, because like you can actually see where you're at. Like like how am I feeling or whatever. You know, you can feel neutral, and then you get to a point where like you feeling courageous. Like right now, I'm like in the courage stage or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I feel enlightened.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not.
Yeah. You have those days, right?
Yeah, exactly. You have those days where you're just kind of feeling it. Bro, I've walked into a mall before. Literally, kid you not. And I think we should do this. Like, you should actually catch it on camera these days. I literally walk into the mall. He's like, hey, everybody in here who wants to work on confidence, who wants to be more bold, anyone here who wants to change their life, follow me.
That's powerful as fuck.
And that's how I get clients.
Did anybody follow you?
But yeah.
Dude, that's fucking bad. That's gangster as fuck, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. And like really just like, and sometimes I even have to do it twice because like people, they're like, oh, this guy is just like, he's, you know, I'm like, and I go back again. I actually learned that from, I got that from my personal mentor. And he's like, why don't we just do this? I did this whenever I got started. And like slowly but surely, I was like, you know what? Yeah. But you see, like whenever I do that, bro, you know what I mean? It's like, I want to hit back on the whole voice thing because it's so crucial.
So powerful.
I wasn't like, I think you kind of see like I'm going like this, but I'm not forcing the actual volume.
Right.
It's like, it just comes out like pierces.
Yeah.
You know?
It cuts through everything.
Yeah. It cuts through everything and everything. Like we have that power though, bro.
Right. Everybody can bring it out if they choose to.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
We have the power.
Yeah.
But we just gotta be bold
Yeah.
and courageous enough
Yeah.
to say, hey, like, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, just having that experience, I actually want to get it on camera.
Dude, I'm so down. I'm so down, bro. We'll fucking mic you up and shit. We'll throw it on the channel.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, sometimes like people think like, oh, this guy's crazy, this guy's nuts. But then I go back, like, y'all thought I was kidding, right? Like I go back into it.
Yeah. That's dope.
Y'all thought I was kidding. I'm not kidding. Anybody that wants to change their life, come follow me. And like they couple of guys like actually like, what is this all about, bro? I'm like, just follow me, bro. Follow me. And boom, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine, bro.
Dude,
and if you could do that,
crazy.
that's the thing. If you could do that, bro.
Yeah.
Get this. If you could do that,
yeah.
Right? Literally, if you could do that, that's like you showing people, like, yeah, you stand out, right?
Yeah.
Granted, you stand out, but you showing people what they have the capability of doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it exposes them. Like if they feel some way negative about it, it exposes them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they feel uneasy. Why does it make you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, it's like, why am I feeling weird about this guy having a loud voice?
Yeah, like how is that? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And then that they don't even see it, but it's self-reflective. Like they're seeing the reflection. Like they're seeing,
right.
If they see annoyance, if they feel annoyance or they feel frustrated, why are you feeling that? Like that's a reflection of what you're seeing. It has nothing to do with me.
That's what the world is.
And then some other guys are like, whoa, dude, I'm very inspired. Like, what do you do? You know, like, dude,
yeah,
you're in for a treat.
Dude, that's what's up. I'm down. You like North Park or?
Yeah, I do it in North Park, but more so I've done it at parks.
Oh, that's smart.
Because then I get thrown out of like
malls. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, it's like quit soliciting here type shit.
Yeah. My friends have been kicked out of a few malls for pickup and stuff.
What's up?
My friends have been kicked out of malls for like pickup and stuff.
Well, see, that's another thing.
Yeah.
If you have social acuity and
yes.
Yeah.
There's a big
Yeah, exactly.
There's a big thing.
I mean, I go to malls and I say if I see about that. ¿Cómo estás? Like, you know, like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like again, like ¿cómo estás? Like that's nuanced, but that's like very it's very feminine. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's like very playful.
Yeah.
Like can you get in touch with your femininity? Can you get in touch with that playful side of you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up? ¿Cómo estás?
What's up, girl?
And like not even taking it seriously. Like,
yes. Yeah.
Good. Oh, I do a lot of things. What do you do?
Nice.
Just being playful with it. And so, yeah, there's a lot of power behind even just like what we were talking about, like the yin and the yang and stuff like that.
That's huge, bro.
Yeah.
That's such badass. I definitely want to get that on camera one day.
Yeah. Let's do it soon. Fuck one day. Like, let's do it soon.
Dude, I'm down. Yeah, like soon. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like when I say one day, I mean like in the.
Well, I mean, one day is like that.
Oh, okay.
When you hear one day, it's like one day.
How about soon? I like that.
Yeah. Soon. Yeah.
When next time someone says, I want to do that one day, I'm like, let's do it soon. I'm gonna start saying that. Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, dude.
Dang, bro. Some good shit, man. Yeah, we're asking, what is it? Like your sister asked you, you're like, yeah, my sister asked me a silly question or something.
My sister?
Yeah.
My sister asked me what?
The gun to your head question?
Yeah.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
It's not gun to your head, but if you could have dinner with 3 people that have ever existed, ever, who would they be? Dead or alive?
Oh, dead or alive? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Anyone that's ever existed.
First one I think about is Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay. MJ?
Yeah.
All right.
MJ.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Dead or alive, you said, right?
Dead or alive, yeah.
Dead or alive. Why? I'm just gonna do all dead dudes because I can still manifest it.
Okay. I like that.
It's done.
Okay.
It's done, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm the next big coach. You understand, right?
Dude.
Yeah.
That's why I got you on my podcast now. So 5 years from now, they could be like,
you catch me in like the early stages.
They could be like, oh, who's this guy that interviewed Daniel like 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Check out his channel.
Some punk ass kids, like a little puppy. But Michael Jackson. Next one would be, man, it's hard.
It is. Kind of sprung it on you out of nowhere too. So
yeah. Michael Jackson. What's that one guy's name that trained Mike Tyson? The white dude. The old white dude. Can you look it up real quick?
The guy who trained Mike Tyson?
Yeah. He had a short name. Old dude. Something. It's at the tip of my tongue.
I'm trying to type in Mike Tyson.
It's at the tip of my tongue. Why is it so hard to find? Like, they're typing on YouTube?
American boxing manager. Constantine D'Amato?
D'Amato.
Okay.
That guy. D'Amato.
Cus D'Amato. Yeah, Constantine's his full name. Cus D'Amato. Okay.
Yeah. So MJ, Cus D'Amato.
Yeah.
And
wow, Mike Tyson, Floyd Patterson, Jose Torres. Wow, he trained all these guys?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Man. And the last one I'm gonna say Stefan Anario.
Who's that?
Look him up. He actually died this year, I think. It was like
Stefan Omario?
Anario. Anario, I think it's Stefan Anario. Young dude with beard.
Stefan, Stefan?
No, it's with an F as in Frank.
Yeah, Stefan. Stefan.
Dang. It should say like, do you mean Stefan or what?
Hold up. Did I spell his name right?
Yes, I think. With 2 A's with no double N. This guy.
Stefan Arneo?
Yeah.
Author of Self-Made, Money People Deal.
Yes.
10 Commandments of Negotiation.
That guy. He actually passed away May 6th of this year.
This guy?
Yeah. Yeah, May 6th of this year.
Oh, wow.
Out of cancer.
Oh, dang.
Young guy, bro. Young guy. But very, very, very smart.
Real estate coach. Okay.
He wrote like a lot of books to the point where like you'd be like, dang, this guy's in his 30s and he's already written these many books.
Dang.
Very knowledgeable, like very stern, very direct.
Yeah.
And the book that stands out to me the most is like the one that he wrote. It's called, and I'm kind of sort of paraphrasing this, but
I can name them if you want, and then you can tell me.
The Times, the Strong Men one. Strong Men.
Level 7, hard times create strong men.
Hard times create strong men.
Yeah. It's like that picture. Strong men create good times create weak men create hard times create strong men.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's cool, man. This guy's pretty gangster.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Dang. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look his stuff up. He probably has videos and stuff on YouTube.
Dude, he's still making money.
Yeah. From the grave.
He's still making money.
Dang.
He still makes money.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, like you can leave an impact still.
Oh yeah, legacy, bro.
I mean, like that's
leaving a legacy.
That to me was like, wow, he's still making, like they still post for him on IG and stuff.
Dang.
Follow him on IG.
That's
But I know you asked, so I know that you want to crop it out. So the three people are MJ, Michael Jackson, Cus
D'Amato.
D'Amato.
Okay.
Right? Cus D'Amato. And Stefan.
Neo.
And what?
Arneo.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now I'm gonna leave all that in. No, there's a process of Googling and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, those are greats.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna study anybody, it's gonna be
those three.
Exceptional.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I only want to study the best of the best.
Yeah, 100%.
I just want to study the best of the best.
Yeah.
So.
That's how we studied David R. Hawkins and Eckhart Tolle, bro.
Exactly.
Masters of consciousness.
Absolutely, bro.
So we studied Tyler, Master of Self-Development.
Boy, social dynamics.
Point
to baby.
Yeah, bro. Oh, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so.
That's a solid 3. What would y'all eat for dinner?
We would eat steak and eggs.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's
yeah, steak and eggs, honestly. I mean, something primal, for the primal energy around.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah. I think MJ would want to eat some vegan though. I think. I just want some vegan shit.
You probably order some lamb chops. You fuck with lamb, dude? Lamb is good as fuck.
I love it.
Yeah.
There's no, not lamb. There's gyro.
Oh, gyros. Gyros?
Wow.
Yeah, the Greek food, right?
Yeah, how do you pronounce it?
I think it's gyros.
Gyros.
Yeah,
I've gone to like a
Mediterranean
place.
Yeah. Dude, that shit's dope.
Yes.
Yeah. When I went to Chicago last year to visit my family, I ran into one of my friends. I hadn't seen him in like 5-6 years. And he's like, yeah, bro, I'm going to take you out to this Greek place. I was like, cool. And then he started ordering. I was like, hey, bro, I can only eat meat and some other stuff. And he's like, don't worry, I got us covered. He goes up to the counter. He's like, can I get 1 pound of gyro meat? And then they're like, what do you want for the sides? And I was like, I can't eat any sides. And he's like, can we get some gyro meat for the sides? So the two of us ate like 1.5 pounds of gyros.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, bro. I mean they already prepared.
Yeah, I think they just have to. Yeah, they just gotta cut it off because you know how the gyros they make it in that the standing rotisserie thing. I think they just gotta cut it.
What is that, roasted? You'd call it roasted?
I think I would call it roasted. Yeah, like open fire roasted.
Open fire.
Yeah.
Open fire.
Yeah.
Have you tried al pastor? Mexican food. Al pastor.
Is that pork?
That's pork.
I can't eat pork because of religion.
Oh.
Yeah. I've had pork by mistake, but I've never eaten
Muslim?
Yeah.
I remember I used to have a Muslim girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh yeah? Nice.
Hey.
You like brown girls?
Dude, I told myself, dude, I told myself like in middle school,
Yeah.
and I mean, I wasn't racist at the time. I was just like, but it was just more so like, I would see the food, and at that time in middle school, I was like, man, that's disgusting. I would never date one of the girls because like, I don't want to kiss them, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like in middle school, like I dated like a Muslim chick. Honestly, I was like I love her, like I really, really, really liked her.
Yeah.
But then I looked back, I was like, I told myself I wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
So now I know. Now I've learned that never say never, bro. Like
Never say never, bro. Yeah.
Life will test you. Life will like
It will.
throw things.
It'll throw you a curveball once in a while.
It will.
Yeah.
It will.
Dude, yeah. My current girlfriend, like I was going out, just doing my own thing, right? And I was like, yeah, bro, like I'm never getting into a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm in a fucking relationship now, bro. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
And it's great, dude. I fucking love it. I never thought I would.
Wow.
Like I was so against it for like, not against it, but I was just like not about it.
Yeah.
For like the longest time. And then, dude, I don't know. Like when you go out and like meet people, like you have so many at-bats, like when you're going out actively and meeting people, you can like filter out through all the bullshit and then find somebody like real. So
exactly.
That's another thing I like about just cold approach.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, bro. I mean,
yeah,
I even told myself I would never even have children, but now considering it.
Yeah, it's crazy how shit works. Like as we get older, as we get open to more new experiences, it's like stuff that like if my 21-year-old self like saw me, he'd be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Get your ass out to the club.
Yeah.
Let's fucking get these hoes, right? I'm like, bro, like I've already done all that. Let me chill. Let me explore what I'm doing now.
Let me explore. Yeah. My God. Yeah, bro. I mean, didn't you have like something going down like in Austin 6th Street? You were doing like interviews, right?
Oh, that wasn't on 6th Street. That was in Deep Ellum.
Oh, okay.
I still do that actually. Yeah. Not lately, but
bro, you should invite me to one of those.
Dude, I'm so down, bro. As soon as like shit's not crazy out in the world.
We can still do it. We just need a fucking mask,
right?
Technically, I mean.
So yeah, this is all like Deep Ellum or like Fry Street.
That guy was so hilarious.
Juan?
Yeah.
Dude, this guy is so funny, bro.
He's so funny.
Yeah, he's like my brother, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Lately we've been doing a lot of reaction videos and shit because we've had to stay indoors and whatnot. But bro, I'm so down. Yeah, we should get a night where the four of us go out.
Yeah, dude. I'd be so down.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that shit is awesome. Like that has probably helped me get out of my comfort zone a lot as well. Like interviewing strangers. Yeah. Yeah. And then dude, Juan's fucking cracks. Like he'll say like the most outlandish shit and troll the fuck out of people, and I love it, bro. Like it's just good to be around that energy.
Exactly.
So be around those people that like, lift you up instead of put you down.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and like just don't take shit seriously, bro.
Dude, everything is fun and lighthearted as fuck. Like anytime, like if someone like, cause like when you ask someone, you're like, hey, can I ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
We get rejected a lot. Of course, we don't show those on camera, but people tell us to fuck off and like go fuck ourselves all the time. Or like someone's like, I'm gonna sue you if you put me in the video. Just fucking drunk chicks,
Yeah.
And we just laugh it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Like someone's like, don't put me in your video. I'm gonna sue you, and I'm like, they'll be walking away. I'm like, okay, sue us, yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, it's all in good fun. Like it's all good natured fun.
Exactly.
But dude, yeah, I would so be down to do that with you. I feel like you'd have a fucking blast.
I would.
For sure.
I would bring a lot of energy in that, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm down, bro. Just say less. Like, just put a date on it, and then
dude, I will. I'll send you a Google Calendar invite and everything.
Yeah.
Actually, ever since I started working, like my friends and I have been sending invites back and forth to each other so much. Like just throwing our calendars.
Yeah.
And it's like actually really
really
nice way. Yes, it is because it sends you a notification the day before, the day of.
Effective.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So some good shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Dude, is this pretty much like the longest?
This is the longest podcast I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one more question before we wrap up.
Yeah.
So like when you work with your clients and is it like you form a program with them of like a certain timeline? It's probably the experience is probably different for every client, right?
Yeah, it is.
So what's like, and then you're like, the yin yang stuff, masculine, feminine energy balance, voice, confidence, all that stuff. But what's something like that one of your programs did for a client that you didn't expect?
That I didn't expect.
That you didn't expect someone's life changed in a way that you would never expect to change.
That I would never expect them to change?
Yeah.
I'd say it was more so like, 'cause I do hypnosis.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Starting into hypnosis. Very, very recently, I helped out my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to say that she's a client, but I just helped her out because like we were talking about trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And with like one like hypnosis session, like she was good. And like that to me was like probably like the most fulfilling because I helped my own sister out.
Wow. Yeah.
Like that to me was like, wow. So essentially what happened is like we were talking about like how we were in a way like traumatized whenever we were young.
Yeah.
And like how my dad treated us, like he whooped us.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I think that damaged me a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, it did to me. I'm sure I'm damaged some way, somehow still. And she was telling me about that she can't seem to, she's very stubborn and she can't seem to respect her significant other's opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's very like, she's not understanding. She's like, she lacks empathy when it comes to relationships. And we did like a hypnosis session and all of a sudden like, she started crying. She's like, I feel so free right now.
Whoa.
I feel so free. And like, she,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like, wow, to have that sort of like, and it just happened within like 15 minutes, bro.
Wow.
15 minutes, yeah.
Very impactful stuff.
Yeah, very impactful stuff. And just within like that little, just like time span, I was able to like help her out. And even she was like, she was in tears, bro. Like it made me feel really good. I'm like,
yeah,
I gave her it's like a gift. I gave her a gift.
You did.
And yeah, that was probably like the most fulfilling. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
But as far as clients, I would say the mindset shift. It's more so about the mindset shift than anything. Once you understand, hey, look, bro, like I may have been acting like a victim these past 20 years, but now that I can fully express, for me, it's less about internal things. Like when we talk about feminine and masculine energy, I think that people think like, And in a way, like internally, yes, it is. It's going to be a reflection in and out, but it's just about becoming more expressive. Yeah. That's really all it is, bro.
Right.
It's just becoming more expressive.
Right.
So if you lack the ability that like even hold tension, like guys, we're really bad with tension. Like we don't want to hold tension.
Bro, you're right. Every time I feel tension, my girl, I'm like, hey, are you feeling something? Like,
yeah.
Because I'll feel it here.
Yeah, you feel it here. It's normally in the abdomen or in the chest.
In the chest, yeah. Like in the gut, right? Because you can feel when there's like when something is tense, you're like, oh man, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's just that vibration changes. Everything just changes.
Yeah, and then you ask her if there's anything wrong, or she asks you.
I'll ask her. She asks me sometimes, but like I'm like, hey, you feeling all right? And then I know her. When she gets really quiet, I know she's upset about something.
Exactly.
But right, yeah. But I can just feel the whole mood change.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, oh, it's nothing, and I'm like now like been together for like over a year now, so like now I know when she says something like that, just chill, lean back, leave it alone, and if it's important, she'll tell me what's up, and if not, don't make a big thing out of it. Like don't try to probe and then make a small thing a big thing.
Exactly.
And then so I'm just like, now when I have tension, I'm just like, Just breathe.
Looking at things very objectively.
Yeah.
Looking for what they are.
Yeah, look at what they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Wow.
yeah, but you're right. For guys, it is hard to hold tension.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to
Exactly.
hold tension, and like, you know, our primal instinct will instinctively say there
Confrontation.
There's fear. There's harm in here. So I want to avoid confrontation at all costs, and
Right.
will avoid it. I'm not saying, and I want to be very clear. I'm not saying go out and like get in fights. I'm not saying like actively get get into arguments. All that I'm saying is like, are you willing and able to hold that? Like, are you actually able to like look at a confrontation for what it is and like not run from it? At least just not run from it.
Just being there.
Yeah, just being there, right? And also on the other side, express it, like be very silly. You know what I'm saying? And you see what I did?
Yeah.
I just did something.
Open. Yeah.
And you see how it made you feel?
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, be getting witty and like also we lack that on the other side of the spectrum. We lack like very, and so we're always just in the middle. We're trying to fit inside this little box, right? Where like the box is, bro, the box is bigger. Do you understand that? The box is bigger. You have more potential. There's more reach, bro.
Box is bigger. Hashtag the box is bigger.
and so, yeah, bro, just, going back to what you asked is, all my clients pretty much, I'm taking them from a small box and all I'm doing is just expanding that box.
Mm-hmm.
So they have more way of expressing themselves. That's pretty much what it is. And that comes, and as you do that, the more confidence you'll get. The more ability that you're going to be able to be a little bit more witty whenever you need to,
right?
Or be a little bit more bold when you need to be, But yeah, as a whole, you're embodying. You're become with what I do. You're becoming more of you. Does that make sense? It's like we're not
100%.
and this has less to do with like becoming someone else.
Right.
It's just. Maybe you're at like a 30% capability of silliness right now. If you take things too seriously, if you're very analytical, very logical,
right?
Maybe there's a cap there. We're saying, fuck that 30%. We're raising the standards. We're getting it to 100. Right.
Yeah. Push past the barrier.
Yeah, exactly. But like, so it's more so the courage, bro. It's more like being able to be more fluid.
Right. Yeah.
And pivot.
Yeah.
Pivoting ways of expression. So like whenever you get, wait, what did you say?
Yeah.
What did you just say? That's very intriguing.
Yeah.
Like boom, boom. You see how quickly
0 to 100.
Exactly. And this trains us to live in the now.
Right.
Power of now. Like what are we talking?
Yeah.
This trains us like time is not linear, as well as like emotion isn't linear.
Mm-hmm.
We think that like if we're sad, it takes time for us to get better and better. No, you can
be happy right then and there. Yeah.
Let's go, B.
And dude, that's you can train your subconscious to feel that. Because like if you're feeling down or like low energy, you can literally stand up, cock your head up, bring your shoulders back. And you just feel good. Like I literally just made myself laugh and now I'm actually laughing. My brain thinks I'm finding something hilarious. Right? See, dude, like you just feel all the energy that filled up the room, and you can do that anytime, bro. All right. We had some technical difficulties where my camera died mid us talking, but we got so entrenched in the conversation we didn't even notice.
Man.
So we're back. We were talking about how the mind and the body work together and how you can train your subconscious when you're feeling sad to instantly, there we go, it's a good snap, to instantly make it, to instantly make yourself feel better by changing your physiology. Your physiology changes your psychology. Exactly. That's what we were we were doing a second ago, you know, and that just filled up the room with a lot of energy. And we can do that anytime to feel a certain way.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, it's no different than. I mean, I'm looking into hypnosis.
right.
So like, it's no different than what, like, let's say, when was the last time you watched like a scary movie and like you felt that like actually scared?
Oof. It's been a long time. I don't really fuck with scary movies, but let's say a couple of years.
Couple years?
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of bodily functions like happened? Like what happened in your body that you can recall?
I remember my hands were sweating, and then my like gut was like wasn't trembling, but I was feeling like uneasy in my gut.
Okay.
And then like I just like kind of flinched a little bit.
Startled.
You know when there's like jump scares in the movies?
Yeah.
I was like I just got startled. Yeah.
Startled.
Those three things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those three things happened. You know intellectually that the movie is fake.
100%.
You know,
My brain doesn't.
your brain doesn't.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so in that same way that like you're explaining, like you can change in an instant. All you have to do is just give yourself permission.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And yeah, I mean, I think it's so beautiful that you just went like, you know, you did that. Because what we're doing, by the way, it's like we're showing people how powerful energy, right?
Mhm.
Volume, vibration,
Yeah.
and just like your pivoting of emotion can really have like a big impact in your life. With just those 3-4 things, bro, like someone can literally implement it right now and they can change their life forever. Today, right now, in the now.
Yeah. In the now. Exactly.
Power of now.
Yeah. The power of now. Shout out to Eckhart Tolle.
My guy.
Yeah, and it's like earlier we were talking about, you know, before and then in the lost footage that will never be seen about weightlifting and how in your mind, like how our mind fatigues first.
Yeah.
Let's say we're doing like 20 reps of an exercise, our mind will fatigue at rep 12 or 15,
Yeah.
but our body can keep going.
Mm.
However, because of our mind, it thinks, oh, I'm tired, I gotta stop. And then we stop because of our mind. But in reality, we could do more than what we think we're capable of.
Mm.
But if we think that if we cap ourselves at a certain point, like we give ourselves a certain ceiling, but our body can do this, we'll never know it because our mind won't let
That's
us
the thing we'll never know.
go up here. Think we'll never know, dude.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, your mind has to. Yeah, we were talking about this. So your mind has to look for evidence, pretty much.
mm-hmm.
It looks back. And it looks up files.
Yeah.
Oh, last time I did this exercise, I did X amount.
Mm-hmm.
Did X amount of
Memory.
Yeah. And so we just rely on memory. But like at some point, it's okay to be delusional with some sort of logic and like common sense, right? Again, we want to be very clear. Use common sense.
Use common sense and use a little bit of logic.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like enough to where it's like you're not snapping your shit up in the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Like don't hurt yourself.
And you just talk to one professional. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, a gym junkie or anything like that. But yeah, bro. I mean, and then we were talking about the fact that, you know, that there's two parts of things. Like people usually think that, you know, oh, it's just all logistics. Like go by the numbers, always.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then this other side says like, no, you can do anything you want. You can do everything you want.
I can fly. Kevin Garnett, it's like a meme, but Kevin Garnett says anything is possible. Like when he wins like the championship or whatever, and then anyways, anything, So two sides.
Yeah, there's two sides of the spectrum, right? Like,
Yeah.
but see, like there's always like a dance, like a playful dance versus like the logic and being more so like optimistic.
Yes.
Very numbers based, but very like maybe I can achieve more.
Sounds doable.
Sounds doable.
Yeah.
I'm willing and able and capable.
Yeah.
And so
Like the voice change.
Yeah.
Very white.
Very white.
Yeah.
My name is Tom. And so like it's just like we want to be able to use these both in conjunction.
Yeah.
Right. That's the beauty of life, because it's not all just black and white. It's gray.
Yeah.
Right. It's great. And so, just embodying it all, bro.
Yeah, bro. Just putting it all together.
Putting it all together is just like, pretty much like you have a puzzle and like you're just putting puzzle pieces together, just figuring this stuff out day by day. I think that's the beauty of life, bro. You have your own journey.
Yeah.
Your own journey and stuff.
Right. Everyone has a journey, and you help guide them on that journey.
I can.
Yeah.
I can.
That's what's up. Yeah. How would someone go about reaching out to you?
Yeah, bro. Great question. So you can find me on IG. It's at DAAANVROQUE. DAAN B as in Victor, ROQUE. It's Dan V Roque. And they can just find me there. You can click on the link and schedule up like a consultation, see how I can help you, if I can help you, because that's not always the case. Maybe we don't click or anything like that.
Yeah, gotta qualify.
Gotta qualify always. We want to make sure that we're good fit for each other. But nonetheless, I feel like with what we provided for you, this is gonna be a great start just for you to just.
Dude, if you take action. Not if. When you take action in what we talked about today, you can improve your life for the better. You pretty much got 2 hours of free coaching from a personal trainer perspective, a life coach, yin yang coach perspective, and just 2 dudes who get out there and take what they want from life while giving massive value to everybody we meet. Exactly. So if you start doing some of the shit we talked about today, you become a beast. Give him a timeline. Give a timeline, Daniel.
Bro, this can happen in days.
Days, bro.
Days. What you could literally learn within in years, you could learn in days.
Days.
And I'm a very big believer that even as someone that's very not very much so very motivated, I personally believe that you can actually teach faith. I've taught faith to someone before, and and so you can teach faith. You can enlighten. You can enlighten. You can become a beacon in life, and if you just choose to, if you give yourself permission to, and you don't decide to stop your flow, because every time you stop your flow, you're pretty much saying, "I don't trust my higher power. I don't trust myself." I want to stop my flow, and I'm going to stop my flow, and I'm going to stop it until other people give me permission to.
Give yourself the permission.
Give yourself the permission. Today. You don't have to wait. You can quantum leap today.
Quantum leap. This guy, quantum leap today.
Yeah.
Man, that should be it's like a motto.
Yeah, it is.
Don't wait till tomorrow. Quantum leap today.
Yeah.
Roque coaching.
Okay, coaching.
I don't know. Do you have a name for your? Is it just?
Yeah, great question. So I just been putting it under Dan.
Under your name.
Dan B. Roque.
Cool.
But as time goes on, I'm sure I'll come up with
something. Yeah.
I don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush the development of
the process
of the actual brand. I want to make sure that if I'm very, very. It's like getting a tattoo. I'm visualizing as getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure I get not the right. I wouldn't say right, but it's just something hasn't called my name and be like, oh, like that. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't felt like that about something like a name yet or anything like that.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Is that right now? But yeah, I'd love to hear from you, or he'd love to hear from you too.
Yeah, reach out if you're trying to get swole for not just the summer, but just for the rest of your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 5 whys.
5 whys.
5 whys, man.
5 whys.
Yeah, I think that's so crucial. People can just ask themselves that, today. So yeah, all this is advice. All this is just good advice. You don't have to follow it, but if you do, it'll improve your life for the better.
Yeah.
So catch you in the next one. Comment down below if you made it this far. We've been going at this for more than 2 hours, so that's some good shit. Love doing that, and the flow was on point today. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Give it your best. Peace.
And then give it some more. Good shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up.